Welcome back to BaldHeaded Metal, guys. My name is Joseph. Today, let's do a reaction to Paradise Lost, the song Darker Thoughts. Now, I have listened to Paradise Lost before, particularly one album that I know is considered by many kind of like a more experimental album. It's the one, it's like a black cover with a outline of a snake, or like a red, like you see the skeleton of a snake and it's in red. So that album I've listened to, and I actually like that album. I thought it was fun. Almost like a poppy album, but I understand that Paradise Lost's roots are much more black metal and death metal, and it's much more, not to use like a cliche word like hardcore, they're more niche. They're not typically, like for example, when Creator made those two albums, what was it, Endorama and second album, that was kind of departure from what they've done before. And, you know, it kind of, they experimented, did something different. I feel like Paradise Lost did the same thing, and they came back to this more rougher, more raw sound. So I'm excited to hear what this is going to be like. I haven't really gone to the discography, so I really don't know anything about them much. Very, very minimal. I just know the name, I know their popularity. Let's get into the reaction. Let's see what's going to happen. All you can expect is my honest thoughts of whether I like this or not.
Drifting through loss, we escape from the cost of the pain. The healing through years so obscured by the tears and the strain. But this one-way street you're on, never be fulfilled. And this one-way street you're on is gonna get you killed.
Yeah, I'm enjoying this kind of like almost a melancholy beginning. This gentle introduction to what seems like to be kind of a very progressive, beautiful melody. I don't know what to expect. I don't know what's going to happen.
Healing the loss so delusional, hollow and vague. Sending through fear as emotionless dreams of the grave. But this one-way street you're on, you'll never be fulfilled.
Yeah, I like this very much. With the violins, yeah.
One-way street you're on is gonna get you killed.
What is this? I know it's about to like kick in a little bit, but are the lyrics about a person with self-destructive behaviors? Maybe a person who's abusing drugs or alcohol, or just living kind of an unhealthy, crazy lifestyle, or maybe even like suicidal thoughts, darker thoughts, right? And there's a one-way street of this behavior, of this direction that you're going in. You're gonna end up killing yourself because there's no other way out. Almost like a warning.
Just despair. I hate the truth.
I'm really actually enjoying the music video, and I'm loving the transitions. Very good cinematography in the music video, and kind of how everything transitions one to another, which matches up obviously with this kind of rhythm of the music and this ups and downs, maybe like ups and downs of life. You know, it's hard to really judge and figure out a song in one go, in a first time listen. You can never repeat the first feeling you get for a song, but you can never figure out sometimes what they've meant. That's why people re-listen to something 10, 15 times to try to understand, because, you know, people take months to write these songs. The bands take months to write some of these songs. So it's just interesting what kind of thought and what they were going through to write something like this. That was absolutely beautiful solo. It's very bluesy. It's a very, very bluesy guitar playing. My initial thought about this is that I have a feeling that when they were writing this song, they weren't going. I've mentioned this a lot. I talk a lot about this on this channel when I talk about different songwriting and how I feel like they were thinking about it. From initial, it was not supposed to be this, again, a super technically proficient song. It was creating an atmosphere, you know, this even atmospheric metal or atmospheric black metal. It was trying to create this atmospheric sound with these beautiful melodies, with this up and down of calm and more aggressive nature of the song, to create this kind of a feeling that I am totally in. And with the music video, it's just being elevated, because I think everything is really just kind of I would say pretty, and it's I would say it's a simple song in a writing. It's a simple song, but expertly made, and I'm really, really, really enjoying this. I'm responding to it just right away, and be interested definitely to hear more. The bass. Yeah, that was awesome. I think it's in line with that album I was talking about from Paradise Lost, but this is a lot more thoughtful. A lot less mainstream and poppy, and kind of, I don't know, introduce some more darker themes in the music. And I think this is where their experience shows, right? This is a band that's been around for, I believe, 20 years. Over 20 years. I remember them in the 2000s. I believe they already started late 90s, 2000s, if I remember them, like the first albums. There was like a blue cover, I remember. Yeah, it's just the experience of a band from playing for so long and experimenting with writing music that sometimes younger bands just have a trouble of doing, right? They've just had so much more under their belt to create something like this, something emotional like this, which is why you tend to see bands in the beginning, they're like very chaotic. One band I believe is better in their later part of their career than the early part of their career is Creator. A lot of people praise their what was it? What's the name? Pleasure of Pain album, and I like the album, but I think it's so raw and unrefined in comparison to their work after Endorama and other albums that I actually prefer their later albums. A Violent Revolution and all these other, I really, really like those albums in comparison to their old stuff, like Terrible Uncertainty and stuff like that. So I think this is just like a band's growth is really present here. And me having a vague understanding of what this band is about, yeah, I loved it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the reaction. And I would love to hear your reactions to the song when the first time you heard it and how familiar you are with Paradise Lost overall. What other songs should I react from them? I would really like to know. And guys, make sure to enjoy the rest of your day. Keep it metal. And if you enjoy the content, make sure to subscribe down for more below.